All right. All right. All right. Well, welcome everybody. I don't know if you were supposed to be here. But,
You didn't shut the door.
I know. But hey, what a great day and what a sad day for us. Great day for you. I'm a little bit jealous. She keeps telling me she's gonna go live the hippie life, and so that's the kind of life I would like to live. Certain parts of it, not all parts of it. But the travel and maybe not being at work all the time would be the part I would definitely enjoy. But wow, the year has been gone by quick, and the first time I met you was my change of command. And she sung the national anthem, and I was like, wow, it's so impressive. And she pretty much set up the ceremony, and it was kind of cool to see you do that again just a couple days ago. And I'm sure everybody in this room has heard her sing before. It makes you glad that you're an American and honored that you are as well. But it's been a busy year, and you've always had a smile. Every time I walk into an event, I don't have to worry about it because I know what protocol does. And what the effort, they make it effortless, but I know it's a lot of work behind the scenes. So I just want to say thank you for all of that. We're definitely going to miss you. Parents, mom and dad and stepdad, sorry. I know you must be really proud of your daughter. Are you going to go visit in Florida?
My dad is in Utah, my stepdad's in Florida, my mom's in Germany.
Okay, she's going to try to visit everybody at some point. But I know you must be really proud of her just like we are. So we're going to do the decoration. So let's publish the order.
This is to certify that the Air Force Commendation Medal has been awarded to Staff Sergeant Sydney N. Sylvester for meritorious service 18 August 2015 to 17 August 2021. Staff Sergeant Sydney N. Sylvester distinguished herself by meritorious service as non-commissioned officer in charge, Protocol, 92nd Air Refueling Wing, Fairchild Air Force Base, Washington. During this period, Sergeant Sylvester led the United States Transportation Command, Air Mobility Command, and 18th Air Force Command visits, coordinating with 12 project officers, 2 major commands, and a congressional delegate, resulting in her being coined by all commanders. Additionally, she brought to life the wing commander's vision for Fairchild's first year in review, executing a strategic plan that showcased the installation's key role in the local community for over 100 attendees. Furthermore, Sergeant Sylvester filled the Chief of Wing Protocol position for 4 months, successfully executing 6 ceremonies and hosting 21 distinguished visitors. Moreover, through the establishment of a key local link for the Air Mobility Command Protocol Office, she sourced travel, transportation, and meals for 60 international and joint service distinguished visitors, ensuring 0 planning shortfalls for the 2019 Mobility Guardian Exercise Distinguished Visitor Day. Finally, Sergeant Sylvester liaised with 3 unique organizations and contract planners, ensuring the success of the Department of Defense Maintenance Symposium Tour for 62 key leaders and contractors, directly contributing to Fairchild Air Force Base's Outstanding Unit Award win. The distinctive accomplishments of Sergeant Sylvester while serving her country reflect credit upon herself and the United States Air Force.
All right, well, can you read it? One of the coolest things is see all the different folks here from different areas, and so you really had an impact. And I want to count this because I seem like that was more than 14 lines that you read, and that definitely tells the impact that you had. So I think next is some presentations.
Yes, sir.
Do that.
So I was going to start with the outside agency.
Perfect.
It's going to go last.
Perfect.
So I don't know who wants to go.
Well, who wants to go first?
We will.
All right, come on up. All right. Team guard.
All right. We know that you are taking your van and going across the United States or wherever, so we figured you would probably need some way to zap bugs.
Oh, no bug issue.
So that's there, and then this card for you.
Thank you.
Our number is on the back.
Oh, I think that was a subtle, like, hey, John.
can't, you're responsible for your own recruiting, so.
Oh.
It is what it is. We just want to say thank you for everything, and that's a lot. It's even more than that. It's our honorary program. It's the scripts for our changes of command, and if we could have, we would have solicited you to sing for us too. So phenomenal. So thank you for everything.
Yes, I'll for the maintenance group. Sorry, Chief, unless you'd like to.
Nope.
So, it's not much, but it's flowers, but we need you to know. Mom, Dad, my name is Sandy. I'm from the 92nd Maintenance Group. This young lady has helped us through so many events and so many things that we've done. We could not have done it without her. Literally. I mean, we already feel your loss. So, happy trails, girl. Have an amazing time. I'm going to live vicariously through you.
Yes.
I just want to know, on behalf of MSG, who is going to stand up and sing when we don't hire a singer? Somebody fill in their shoes? Everybody is on leave right now at the group, but hands down, you're the point of contact and protocol for everything. And a lot of the biggest occasions in people's lives are set up by you, so you're gonna be missed. And that's
All right, Sydney, you're gonna make me cry.
On behalf of Airman Leadership School, thank you so much for all that you've done. One thing, every time I come in her office, whether I'm having a bad day or just not in the best mood, I always leave with a smile. So thank you for the positive attitude. And of course, with all your travels, you cannot go without a dashboard hula doll. It's mandatory. So I love it. Yes, very proud of you.
Yeah, I'm gonna send you a video of it dancing.
Thank you, Miss.
Procrastinating. The longer it takes, the longer. And I'm gonna try not to cry.
You cry, you're gonna make me cry. Already like this close.
May not be great. I started with Sydney shortly after she arrived at Fairchild Air Force Base. We had another NCO that brought her by and said, hey, there's somebody that wants to be on the national anthem singer list. So I saw her shortly after coming, and she was a superstar back then. So I was really excited. I went through a long, arduous process for an NCOIC. Super excited when I interviewed Sydney for the position. Sadly for Sydney, the incumbent that was sitting in that position was filling in short time that wanted the job but wasn't getting released. So he was not letting go of that desk. So this poor girl sat at that circle table for quite a while because she was really nice. And he was not sometimes the friendliest to her about letting it go. So I got a call one day from him saying, I'm really sorry, but Sydney's going home crying. I made her cry. And I'm thinking, oh my God, what did you do? So I sat down with Sydney the next morning and explained to her that this was her job, that was her desk, and she needed to move him out. She needed to assert herself. So in weather, because I'm going to use my weather term, you talk about the spring coming in like a lion, out like a lamb. So she came in like a lamb. She was very, very sweet, relatively quiet. But after that conversation with her, by golly, when I told her, you were hired for a reason, you were here for a reason, she just walked out of this meeting like a whole different NCO, booted him out of the desk, and took protocol, by the horns and just ran with it.
So for me, with an NCOIC, I try and teach my office that we're all interchangeable. I don't like just Angela O'Connell being protocol. And that's hard for some people. It's hard for the airmen, it's hard for the NCOIC. But it's amazing for me to watch the growth. From a relatively new staff sergeant to be able to take on, while I had surgery, the wing change of command, take on all the POCs, take on COVID rules that people didn't want to follow, you name it. She was there. She was there with a smile. On top of that, mobility guardian, you name it. We've been here late nights, we've been cleaning, we've been doing absurd things. Not once did she complain. Not once, and I can tell you I don't have that clean track record. I'm not easy to work with. I know I'm not easy to work with. I have some standards that are sometimes hard to attain, and I can promise you, despite the many conversations I had with you, which weren't that many, but the conversations I had with you, you still smiled, showed up to work every day, and improved. Every day. You never repeated anything that we had to talk about, and that is a skill that not every NCO has. So the Air Force is losing a good one today. So, if I could have kept you, I would have kept you. I tried. We're losing a good one today. A good leader. You cared about your airmen. You cared about every ceremony, regardless of the rank of whose it was. You gave it the utmost attention, and I appreciate that. You are now part of the protocol family. You will unfortunately never get rid of me. I'm glad about that. I do have a no social media rule. I am not social media friends with people that work for me, but now I get to follow you and your adventures. I'm so excited for you. I'm so excited from who you were when you came in to who you are now, and how strong and independent. I'm really excited to see the great things that you end up doing someday.
I told you to make it correct.
I'm excited to see the great things, because I know this isn't the last time we're going to hear about Sergeant Sylvester and what she's done in the SWAT. So, to stop crying, she's gonna know what this is, because I give everyone the same thing. I'm gonna spare, I change it for everybody, so it is personalized. I won't read it to you all can read it, but the man in the arena quote to me embodies protocol. We end up marred and bloodied very often, and the last one standing. So I know it may not make it into your van. I know space is limited. But I got her that, and then I won't unwrap this. You can. I have a couple standard gifts, so she's gonna know what they are, and she's probably gonna laugh. One of my favorite things is the Spokanistan T-shirt. So she served her time here. So she's got to show that she served her time in Spokane, and then we got her a little sticker for her car, and then we brought a leather portfolio. So she is a phenomenal photographer. Find her on Instagram. Phenomenal photographer. So we got her a leather binder. We put a quote on there that says, "There's freedom waiting for you on the breezes of the sky." And you ask, "What if I fall? Oh, but my darling, what if you fly?" It's a quote by Emily Hansen. So it's for her to chronicle her travels in the caravan. So nothing's stuck in the caravan for that. So we got you that for your photography, for your notes. And then we have one last thing that's from all of us up here. For the millions of times that you have handled these, we know you're not retiring, but someday you are going to showcase and want to showcase to your children and your grandchildren what you have accomplished. Everyone got it. So we got you a flag, so you can proudly, when you have your final home and your final spot, to show that you served, and we got you your staff sergeant stripes with all the uniforms attached. So your family knows what you gave to this country someday, and when you're on the front porch bragging to your grandkids, you can talk about your myriad of running through, scaring kids, mopping floors, and scraping gum off a carpet. So thank you for everything. I am incredibly gonna miss you personally. You are a part of my family, you always will be.
Okay. Let me collect myself for a second. First of all, everyone in this room was personally invited by me. She was like, hey, who do you want to come? And I was like, this person and this person. I really like this person. And it was a long list of people that I've worked with over the last 5 years that I've been here, but also specifically the last 2. So thank you all. For one, I know you all have very busy schedules. I know because I work with all of you and I see you running around. So thank you all for coming here, and to my little lowly staff sergeant going away. It means the absolute world to me. Thank you, Colonel Bentley, for the last year of your guidance and your leadership. It's been fun, to say the least, working with you. You are a joy, and you are always so personable. And I hear you yelling down the hall, Angela! And I'm like, yeah, what does she want? So it's always a smile to my face. From the first day we met you, I was like, yeah, he's gonna be a good commander. So thank you. Trina, we're besties. I love seeing you in the hallways. I love seeing you at ceremonies. You're always someone I love to chit chat with and talk to. Chief, you give me some grief about that retreat ceremony that I got canceled due to the high winds, but I'm sure Honor Guard was thankful, so.
I enjoyed the drinks too.
You know, yeah. But thank you, sir, for being someone I could always go and just talk to if I needed to, and have an open door policy, so thank you for that. Colonel Marshall, I know that you just got here, but I can tell you're gonna be a wonderful vice commander, and I've had a great time working with you for the last week, 2, 3 weeks. I don't know. Time has gone crazy.
It's been great.
But no.
Great 3 weeks.
Yes, a great 3 weeks. And there's too many people to thank individually, but know that I love all of you, and I've friended most of you already. So if I have not, I will friend you within the next week, because I'm like that. Guard as a whole team, you are always people that I go walk down the hall and be like, hey, I don't know what's happening, but are you going? Are they coming? Are they invited? Did we make sure we got you on the list? No? All right. Can you come? Your presence is requested. And I've loved talking to you, Sergeant Brown, about a million different things, photography, house stuff. It's been amazing. So, and then all the shirts in here. At some point or another, you guys have been my first sergeants. So you know a lot about my personal life, and you've been there for me during really difficult times in my life. So thank you, Chief. Can't wait to show you the van after this. Chief Ream, love seeing you at events and at ceremonies. I love talking to you guys. You guys are such a great team. So it's always a pleasure to see you. Mr. Carney, I look forward to your good mornings every morning. It kind of scares me when I'm not expecting it. I'm like, oh God, all right. I'm gonna miss our team with PA and with Mr. Carney and with Rebecca. I'm gonna miss our little unit specifically a lot. Dawn, thank you so much for teaching me resiliency. I needed it more than I knew, quite a lot actually. So anyway, that's the thank yous. Oh, Angela, I have a whole list for you later, but I wrote my little speech on a sticky. Thought it was pretty, you know. Yeah, it kind of ties it all in. And it's gonna be a little lengthy, and I'm sorry I only get one of these. So when I graduated high school, all I knew that I wanted to do was travel. So I got a tattoo of actually the quote that's on my little portfolio, so that's really cool, of what if you fly? And I went off to Europe by myself and realized while I was there that I wanted to join the Air Force. And even then, I bled really blue. My stepdad is a retired master sergeant, so I wanted to follow in his footsteps. But I remember being in Italy and reciting the Airman's Creed, very cheesy, but reciting the Airman's Creed in my head, and it gave me so much strength and courage even before I was an airman. So when I came back and I joined the military, I wanted to do 20 years. I was a committed 20-year lifer. That was my goal. And going through tech school, I was very gung-ho, very bleed blue, very cheesy. And I've loved being in leadership roles while at tech school and then here at Protocol. And I've gotten really good opportunities. But then I got here. My first duty assignment, my only duty assignment, and I've been here for 5 years, and as I'm sure you all gathered, I was in weather for about 2.5, 3 years, something like that. And although I don't really like weather, I am a weather nerd, so I will talk your ear off about a thunderstorm any day. And when I finally put on staff, I was a brand new staff sergeant, had no idea what I was doing. My boyfriend Jonathan was actually my first troop, and he outranks me and has been in longer and gave me a run for my money as a troop, but taught me a little bit about what an NCO was supposed to look like, because I was not that. My leadership saw that I auditioned I was a national anthem singer, and I sang at a bunch of events, and they're like, hey, there's a protocol position open. You already go to all the ceremonies anyway. You might as well, you might as well work. You might as well be that. So my leadership pushed me up for this, and I was given the opportunity to be the NCOIC up here, which has been the most amazing and worthwhile and, I don't know, the most fulfilling job that I've ever had. Not just Air Force, but in general, and the most fulfilling in the Air Force as well. It is the perfect job for me personally. I have loved every moment of it, even cleaning floors and cleaning spider webs and being here till 10 p.m. and my feet hurting. Every ounce of it has been my dream, and if I could do this forever, I would. But unfortunately, I can't, and life kind of changes, and I learned that I really, at this point, about a year ago, I was like, I have a year out. I have to kind of decide whether or not I want to stay in or I want to get out and pursue some other dreams and other goals. And so I decided about a year ago that I wanted to do van life and completely downsize and take a chance on myself in that role, and it's terrifying, to say the least. It's scary, leaving the Air Force. But on the other side of fear is freedom. So taking a chance on ourselves and doing that, and that's really exciting. Follow us on YouTube. But to tie it back to that quote, the quote itself is, what if I fall? What if I fail? What if I completely screw it up? That's been kind of my motto, hence I got a tattoo of it. But it's been my motto is, what if I don't succeed? Coming up here as a new NCO with no NCO experience, I was afraid of failing. And the reminder is, what if you fly? What if you do more than you thought you could? And this job has shown me that I could do way more than I thought I could. I have grown so much as a person and as an airman, and the person that I was 2 years ago is unrecognizable to me. And that is thanks to, I'm gonna cry about everything regarding you, to my mentorship. She is, I'm gonna say it, and I said it earlier, she is a joy to work with. She is, and I meant it sincerely. It sounds sarcastic, but I mean it. We talk, we chat, we have good times, and then when it needs to be business, it's business. And I've learned how to be an assertive person, learn how to say no to people, learn how to tell Colonel O'Connor, please don't be creative, sir, because stop getting creative. You don't have that freedom right now. Which I would have never in my wildest dreams as an A1C thought I was going to tell a colonel no, let alone heck no. So, and that is all thanks to Miss O'Connell. I tell all the airmen that come through, you're going to grow out of this. It's going to be rough, it's going to be hard, and it's going to be the most stress you probably had, but you are going to grow. And that's all thanks to her. So with that, that's kind of that. I hope to see you all in the virtual world, and you and all mean the world to me. Jonathan and Jordan. Jordan's my roommate slash friend. Jonathan, thank you for being my rock, my best friend for the last 4 years. Thank you for being there with me through very hard times in my life, and I'm so excited to be stuck in a van with you for, however many years that we do this. There's no one else that I would want to share a very confined space with, sharing all bodily farts and burps. And you don't know, but it's a hot box right there, but not in a good way. Anyway, that's that. Thank you.
Didn't even need this. I wrote all my stuff and I didn't even need it.
Can you write her a note? Did you have it yet and put it in the box?
I love you guys. I'm gonna close it out now. So I love you.